Today's going to be SpongeBob opposite day. It's October 8th, 2022.
Sit back and watch all the rhetoric. I don't like being a part of it. And I'm not about to let Robin continue to drag me into his horse garbage, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of horse malarkey. Bullshit.
Which means he will continue to allow me to drag him into this horse malarkey.
I went over and looked at O. Henry's page there, King Henry. Okay. And he has one of the videos. It's titled, "I Can't Keep His Name Out of My Mouth." What? You know what? Noted hypocrite does nothing you can do about the, ignorance of certain individuals. You can't. But you don't have to associate with them. Father says to dust off your feet and move on. So that's what I do to them. If garbage is coming out of their mouth, why do I sit there and submit myself to it?
Good question. Why would you sit there and submit yourself to it if it was garbage coming out of their mouth? Why would you continually sit there and submit to it if there was garbage coming out of the mouth?
I thumbs down it. I let my yay be yay and my nay be nay. I thumbs down it and I move on. Right? I might say a couple choice words here and there, but for the most part, no. I just pretty much kind of sit back and watch all the rhetoric. I don't like being a part of it.
Yeah, right, Steve. You love making videos.
He is also a liar. He is a liar.
No, I'm
He's a hypocrite. For him to say he's not lying, he is a liar. He's creating they're coming out of his mouth. So, the thief is also a liar. He is a liar. He's a hypocrite. For him to say he's not lying, he is a liar. I've got
He is liar?
witnesses to prove him wrong.
I can't keep his name out of my mouth.
Now, let me just prove this. Timestamp after timestamp after timestamp after timestamp after video after video after video. That when I titled that in the video, it was a true statement, and it continually proved itself out.
What does that equal? What does it equal is the question. What does it equal? So, but Democratic Party, Robin Henry Tees is defending crypto, saying I'm trying to get them to lose all their money. Well, they're going to lose all their money anyway, Robin. What are you, hanging out of the world? What are you going to hang out of the world? Even if they sold now, they could probably hold on to it. If they live, they could probably buy back in and buy more.
Not only that, in the same exact video at the very beginning, as you see, my name's up at the top there.
Look, Jonathan Kleck.
As he's showing Jonathan Kleck. Look, Jonathan Kleck. Here's my final answer.
Does this remind you of something about what Jonathan Kleck says?
Sounds like you're talking to two Jonathans. You're saying, hey, Jonathan Kleck, does this remind you of what Jonathan Kleck says?
Bitcoin collapse. It says BTC an opportunity zone despite market uncertainty. Who is that? Dave the Wave. Oh, man. What happened to Dave the Wave? Man.
Dave the Wave? On this next scene, focus in on what's said, and then as soon as the screen changes, what you see in that change screen.
To go up. Think about what would happen if they got everybody to start investing in crypto, and then they create a catastrophe, or then a catastrophe came. All right. What about all those people that pumped all their money into crypto that are going to be, that could die?
You can finally see it, and why you see Robin is the only one that's pushing it. That's because he's part of that spirit that worketh iniquity. That's what he is. There's only one person on earth that can forgive Robin. Okay? And that's me. That's it. I'm the only one that can forgive him. Do you not know, Robin Henry Tees, that the Son of Man has power on earth to forgive sin? Do you not know that, Robin? I do here. You know, I've been here for, you know, Robin wants to say Robin isn't stalked. He's stupid. He's a nut job.
Right.
Or he works for them. There's only two explanations for it. He's either a nut job and he needs help, or he's possessed by a demonic entity, or he works for somebody. Period. End of story.
He who is afraid of exposure, a retarded Black Lodge turd goblin. Look, it equals Robin Henry Cheese. That's funny. Oh my gosh. You chose to serve Satan, Robin Henry Tees. Prevent World War III. Look at that. Robin's the only one, him and Justin are the only ones that I know that have actually talked to Derek Bros. And no, Derek don't work for me. Okay? And see. Sounds to me. And by the way, Robin, you keep pushing that Matthew. That's
and he has one of the videos. It's titled, "I Can't Keep His Name Out of My Mouth."
Yeah, wrong Matthew there, Robin. Oh, look, the gang stalking crowds. SJD was talking about this Matt. Okay, so now Matt over Quantum of Consciousness works for me too. He's a stalker, right? Right, Robin? Yeah, he's on my payroll. He's on my payroll. But here, I left you a message. Strike 2. Maybe you can go rub on Hajin, your genie, and he will give you some enlightenment. Wonder if that's you that thumbed up it, or if it's Hajin that thumbed up it. Right now you got 2 strikes. That's not the Matthew I was talking about, just so you know.
Another one I wanted to share with you, and this is from Daniel, because all the kingdoms that are prophesied on the earth are prophesied right here in the book of Daniel. And he given them into my hand, and have made thee to rule over them. Thou art the head of gold, and after these shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and beateth down all things, and as iron that crusheth all these shall it break in pieces and crush.
So Robin was wrong about, you know, Robin, for someone that says I can't keep your name out of my mouth, you sure do have a lot. I swear you had a video, I don't know, a week or 2 ago, where you must have said my name 50 times. Stephen James Dishon, Stephen James. Well, say my name, say my name. Right? Because my name equals the name of Father. Holy place, they're seated in high places, just as Father tells you. Okay, so Robin's witch hunting his own. You know, that's the problem with Ham. Ham was an accuser, not only of his father, he was also an accuser of his brethren. He didn't listen to Shem or Japheth. He was influenced by Cain, Henry Cain. The indignation isn't done yet. It won't be done until Robin is the demise of Robin is fulfilled. Okay. And until that time, well, what's the point? Why should I submit myself to futility, going back and forth like the idiot?
As of October 4th, 2022, you're saying whoever goes back and forth is an idiot. Why should you submit yourself to fertility? As today is October 8th, 2022, and this is as of October 4th, 2022. So obviously, the next videos I show you is going to be you submitting yourself to the idiot going back and forth, like you said you wouldn't.
Make people not stay still. Mother, I'm trying to unbrainwash them, but then you got Stephen James over there that doesn't help. He has the power to make people not stay still with this app and their agreeance in Lenny.
There's no app, Robin. Hate to tell you, it's all in your delusional mind. There's no app. Why don't you contact your brother-in-law who's in the FBI and ask your brother-in-law if there's an app? Or is he a rat too? Is your brother-in-law a rat too? Is he? Maybe, just like you.
Him speak to them through their left ear. Because that's part of the organization. I don't have any evidence, I just accuse. Because that's part of the organization. I don't have any evidence, I just accuse. Him speak to them through their left ear. Their agreeance in Lenny.
There's no app, Robin. Hate to tell you, it's all in your mind.
Like your left ear. In other words, out of the accuser's mouth, right? He's like a roaming lion, seeking to devour, burning gas, and talking smack. It must get expensive driving around stalking and watching people.
You're going to know, and you're going to test the spirit and see that this is what a lie looks like.
That's why Steve is going to start the video with those exact words, because you're going to know what a lie looks like when it comes out of the accuser's mouth, where he's caused a lot of confusion.
Because you're stupid enough to buy into the garbage. Okay?
Well,
it took me a while to figure it out. Maybe that's why Robin was trying to draw me away from crypto and so that I wouldn't study it. Because
my name again?
Once I concentrate on one thing and I start studying one thing, I start to figure out the deception. That's the nice thing, talent that Father has given me. To be able to see it. It is what it is. So Robin.
What?
Robin, who's holding a big bag of XRP.
Yeah,
he's also holding another one. I don't know which one it is, but
Lucifer. I got him.
It could be Stellar, because Stellar equals Lucifer, light bearer. Okay, they use these names and they use gematria. Okay, I figured that out a while ago, but they're naming them accordingly.
I got a big bag of Stellar, a big bag of XRP. It sounds like Lucifer and Satan.
Just like Stellar XLM equals Lucifer Lightbearer. All right. Look at Algorand. Look at the word Algorand, created by MIT. Okay, that's what they're doing. And it's not going to get mass adoption because it's a mark of slavery. The old boss is the same as the new boss.
But according to Steve, we're not anywhere near the book of Revelation, where dragon stood on the sand of the seashore. Then I saw a beast coming up out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads. And on his horns were 10 diadems, 10 crowns. And on his heads were blasphemous names. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard, and his feet were like those of a bear, and his mouth was like a mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority, as in like a deputy. I saw one of his heads that has been slain, and his fatal wound was healed. And the whole world was amazed and followed after that beast. They worshiped the dragon, because the dragon is the one that gave his authority over to the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who's like Stephen James Dishon? And who's able to wage war with him? Top Luciferian United States head gang stalker in America. According to a lying, it should be off the airwaves now because it's influenced me with that lying information of that website talking about Stephen James Dishon over there. There was given to him a mouth speaking arrogant words.
I don't know why you people can't see this Antichrist. I don't know why you can't see him. I don't know why you can't hear through his lies. I don't understand it. I just, you would think that you would thumbs down. You have more people with 23,000 followers. You would think that this clown would have thousands of.
Did I just get 1,000 views? What it look and sounds like to be slandered by Stephen James Dishon from the beginning. It's awesome. I don't remember last time I got 1,000 views on anything. Well, I hope you guys appreciated it.
The thumbs down, okay? And the lies that have spewed out of his mouth and why people can't see what he really is. Let's just listen to him. I don't have any criminal history. I don't gang stalk anybody, all right? I'm not the head Luciferian of any cult. I'm not a Freemason, all right?
Everything I'm not, yeah.
So, why are you people not standing up? Why are you remaining silent? Why are you endorsing this garbage? That for Robin, because I know he and his people are watching my computer. And the reason I know that is because I make private videos and I post them on my computer. And the next day, he'll talk about things that I said on those private videos. Okay, just so you people.
Yeah, I mean, in the private videos where you're speaking in private through a language that I am hearing what you're saying, and then I'll be talking about in private videos. Because you send your people private videos that you tell the truth, and you're trying to act like I intercepted that ability to tap into your computer because that's the only way I can possibly know this information.
People know that. Just be aware that this is what's going on. And he's connected to something that you people just cannot see. And I don't understand.
That's the damn truth. And he was trying to tell you back then.
Why you can't see it.
You do understand.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Because you're like a restrainer.
Read.
I always love how he makes my head look alienated.
You clown me on every video. It doesn't matter whether it's my dog, my house, whatever it is. You take it and you turn it into something that it's not. The difference between you and I is I'm human and you're not. You're unhuman. You're an antichrist. You are. And when people finally realize what you are, they're going to bash your face in.
Here, certain subs, you can tell who Steve was leaning towards.
You're a hypocrite.
Whatever fool difference.
You have a
You
mouse
fucking alien.
arrogant
It won't be found anymore.
You and your people's planet is going to fall. You antichrist.
But
authority.
You shouldn't even be on our planet, you freaking alien. You're an alien.
Definitely
I'm serious when we were warned about God's judgment coming to the world.
You're such a liar. It's sickening. I can't sit here and stomach your lies. Okay? And you get off on this. You're a narcissistic, gray freaking alien. And you're going to be rounded up. Oh, yeah, you will be. You nasty, nasty demon.
May 21st download, and then the end of the world, October 21st download. Those 8-year periods of 7.
Speaking great things.
Robin equals Nephilim equals rat equals Barack Obama. Why can't you people see? Why can't you people see?
So anyway, he power to act for 42 months was given to him. And he opened his mouth and blasphemes against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and those that dwell there in heaven. And it was given to him to make war with the saints, like the camp of them, because he named it the camp of the saints, to overcome them, which he does. And authority over every tribe and people and tongue and nation was given to him. So basically, everybody gave their power over to him. All who dwell on earth will worship him. Everyone, but everyone whose name has not been written from the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who has been slain.
And in the end, he's going to be slain. He will. I guarantee it.
Robin's lies about Elijah sickens me. Back on November 28, 2018, almost 4 years ago.
So you can either believe what I'm telling you, or you can follow after the Joker, because he has stolen the Batmobile. All right? I don't care. I don't care. But you're chasing after fool's gold. All right? And in the end, he's going to be slain. He will. I guarantee it.
So if you have an ear, let him hear. If anyone is destined to go for captivity and to go into captivity, if anyone kills with the sword he must be killed. So here is the perseverance and the faith of the saints. Then the beast out of the earth. So if I'm telling the story, then I saw I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb and spoke as a dragon. And he exercised all the authority of the first beast in his presence, because this beast, if I'm writing this story here, I'm just telling you the beast that I saw. He had a mouth. I mean, it was a mouth. It was basically like the mouth of a lion. It was like one. And the dragon, the same one that standed on the sand of the seashore that gave SJD his power, the dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority. But remember, his head was slain, like John the Baptist being beheaded, slain, wounded. And they worship the dragon because he gave his authority to the beast. And nobody is able to make war with him because they know the top position, and they are not going to go against him. They're going to worship him. And he opened his mouth, blasphemes against God. Anybody that's dwelling in heaven, anybody that tunes in, that believes in Christ's Spirit being risen. So then the other beast that came up, he exercised all the authority of first beast in his presence. And he's going to make all of those that dwell upon the earth to worship the first beast, whose fatal wound was healed, though. He performs great signs, so that he even makes fire come down out of heaven to the earth in the presence of the men. This could be the fire from heaven show. Asteroids, meteorites. And he deceives those who dwell on the earth because of the signs which it was given him to perform in the presence of the beast, telling those who dwell on the earth to make an image to the beast who had the wound of the sword and has come to life. And it was given to him to give breath to the image of the beast, so life was breathed into this image, new image, so that the image of the beast would even speak and cause as many as do not worship the image of the beast to be killed. So when someone has two horns like a lamb, they're either one, like Christ, two horns like a lamb, but speaks like a dragon, learning the serpent's language, or it's a false prophet, two horns like a lamb, but truly speaks as a dragon because he is a dragon. You know, Click does announce that the king's coming, right? Stephen James Dishon, he does say that he's King David, right? So maybe those two are intertwining on the YouTube platform and fulfilling it at the same time. Because that was the original plan anyway. What happened that nobody really thought was going to happen was this beast, one of his heads were wounded, and it was wounded because of Christ was the one that stomped his head with his heel, and then he healed it with his foot from stomping on it. We're towards the end of the story, and I'm just telling you my story that lines up with those that I know have everything to do with playing the end times prophecy out right now, right on the YouTube platform. They have control of things that happens in the world. And at some point, everybody's going to realize that. But in the meantime, it's like this. I get honored by things like this.
XRP is backed by the House of Rothschild. The House of Rothschild is the House of Cain. They're money changers. Understand it. Understand what's going on. You know, I'm not against blockchain technology. I'm not. But what I am against is unrighteous thieves doing unrighteous things to steal other people's money. That's what I'm against. This is the old boss is the same as the new boss. XRP is backed by the House of Rothschild. The house, don't try to make me something that I'm not. All right, like Robin's Hood over there trying to make me into the devil. Well, he's the devil. Gemini boy. Okay, double-minded Gemini. Robin Henry Tees. Robin's Hood. Go over and listen to the babble that comes out of his mouth. Listen to his interpretation of Scripture, and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Demon James Dishon. Demon James. Well, say my name, right?
You know, even Jesus warned. He said, "Beware of the scribes, for they are liars." Well, there's a lot of scribes in Gematria, including Robin Henry Tees.
Yeah, like that's me.
No,
Behind a mask.
everything that's attached to Robin is of the devil. Okay, because he's beast.
Right.
He's controlled beast.
Yeah, anyway, whatever.
This. Don't try to make me something that I'm not. All right, like Robin's Hood over there trying to make me into the devil. Well, he's the devil. Gemini.
You are believing this beast from the pit, Antichrist. I can't believe that people are actually believing the horseshit that comes out of this Antichrist's mouth.
I can't tell.
Go away! I never want to see you again.
Like I said, I live in poverty. You guys want to see my bridge card? You want to see my driver's license? You want to see my birth certificate? You want to see any of those things? You know, when Robin, oh, and by the way, I have 2 half-brothers. Just so you know. Not Robin, oh, and by the way, says to dust off your feet and move on. So that's what I do to them. If garbage is coming out of their mouth, why don't
Keyword, if garbage is coming out of our mouth, why would I continually say his name?
I sit there and submit myself to it? I thumbs down it. I let my yay be yay and my nay be nay. I thumbs down it and I move on. Right? I might say a couple choice words here and there, but for the most part, no. I just pretty much kind of sit back and watch all the rhetoric. I don't like being a part of it. And I'm not about to let Robin continue to drag me into his horse garbage, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of horse malarkey. Bullshit. If he, you know, because translations like the word Hades. Hades and hell. How is that possible? Look up the word Hades and scroll down and then you'll find hell. This won't leave the earth until the word is removed. Okay, so you got to remove the word. I went over and looked at old Henry's page there, King Henry. So I've already rebuked you twice. Guess what? One more time. And you're out. Okay, so you got to remove the word. You got to remove the word before the dragon can manifest on the earth into a flesh host body. Any person that has any understanding or can see that. So he's not manifested yet. And he won't manifest until after the restrainers removed.
somebody's restraining something from happening. That restrainer needs to be moved away in order for what was planned to take place.
Robin Henry Tees. Prevent World War III. Look at that.
I can't keep his name out of my mouth.
Have I not concluded that what I said was true?
It's going bye-bye. Hold that, Jeff, here.
And then Jeff, back on September 23rd, 2022, before I even came across Jeffrey Daugherty, October 8th, 2022, I remembered hearing the name Jeff, so I started to tie things together. But like I said, Steve's either going to not mention it or deny it, one or the other.
For the most part, no. I just pretty much kind of sit back and watch all the rhetoric. I don't like being part of it. And I'm not about to let Robin continue to drag me into his horse garbage, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of horse malarkey. Bullshit.
It's just
If he can't target the House of Cain, then he shouldn't even be on YouTube. Well, say my name, right? Scribe false witness either, would you now, Robin Henry Tees? You know, I could take what you wrote and turn it around, but I'm not the kind of scribe you are. You're an unrighteous scribe. That's why your IP address is connected to all the a lot of unrighteous entries, intermatrix.org. That, and I could write, I, Stephen James Dishon, reveal that Robin Henry Tees is a false Jesus. I could say that, but I can't keep his name out of my mouth. So Robin was wrong about, Robin, for someone that says I can't keep your name out of my mouth, you sure do have a lot. I swear you had a video, I don't know, a week or two ago where you must have said my name 50 times. Stephen James Dishon, Stephen James. Well, say my name, No, you can't, but you don't have to associate with them. Father says to dust off your feet and move on. So that's what I do to them. If garbage is coming out of their mouth, why do I sit there and submit myself to it?
That's a question he's asking the people that are blind to what he's doing. If garbage is coming out of their mouth, as he's claiming, which is coming out of my mouth, then why would he sit there and submit himself to it, video after video after video, month after month, year after year for the past 5 years? 5 years of this.
It's right here. Take over U.S. government. Look at what it equals. 1620 in the English gematria. A retarded Black Lodge turd goblin. Look, it equals Robin Henry. Jeez. That's funny. Oh my gosh. You chose to serve Satan? Robin Henry Tees. Prevent World War III. Look at that.
Because that's where we're at right now. You don't think that Elijah was the son of man? You don't think that Jesus was the son of man? You don't think that Peter was the son of man? Well, Peter had the devil in him, didn't he?
He sure did.
He had the devil in him. Jesus said, rebuked Peter. He rebuked Peter.
I rebuke you, Robin Henry Tees. I rebuke you.
So remember back on December
Opposite day. day.
Opposite day?
Go away! I never want to see you again!
Peter had the devil in him, didn't he?
He damn sure
He had
did.
the devil in him.
Still
Jesus
do.
said, he rebuked Peter. He rebuked Peter. Called him Satan, adversary. Didn't he? That's because Peter was talking some stupidness. If you can't see it, I feel sorry for you.
October 7th.
I feel sorry for you.
Which
You know, that's all I got to say for today.
Except for...
But I'm sure Robin will cut and paste and, you know, and edit and all that magical stuff that they do. King Henry. I can't keep his name out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's
What he, you know what? Noted his boys. You know, just like I did just on his last video. Oh, I'm accuser like Satan. Yeah, right, Robin, aren't you? Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. And then you're accusing my roommate Jeff of being Jeff Doherty, helping Jeff Doherty. I'm not even going to show Jeff because Jeff's got a really fragile, kind of a fragile mind, and I don't even want to include him in your antics or your garbage.
Okay.
You deserve what's coming to you. You deserve it. There's nothing I can do for you.
You've already
You
done
deserve what's coming to you, and so does your wife, because she is also one flesh with you. Okay?
And my son.
Are you not one flesh? Okay, so you are guilty, and so is she, for not doing what she's supposed to be doing, and that's reproving you of your sin.
My wife is going to hell for that.
One flesh. Okay, so you are guilty, and so is she, for not doing what she's supposed to be doing, and that's reproving you of your sin. Okay? I think probably the only one that's got any brains in your household is probably your son.
And why'd you write
He's
that
probably
about
the smartest one in your household.
Probably.
Right, Robin?
I'll give it to him. We had a conversation a couple hours ago about Lucifer and the Jesus and what he's been watching and the stories and what's realistic and what isn't. Some of the things I explained, he said, I didn't think of it that way. It does make more sense because it is more realistic. How Jesus and Lucifer were like twins of the same sort. Kind of like where the two have to become one, but they were split from birth. I said, well, what if they were split from birth? And then Lucifer fell from heaven, and then he came back down. He lost his pride because he found his brother.
There's the Mafia Grunt Clown. He's got the mark of the beast. Blood guilty image. Stop denying it, you dumb motherfucker. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's just gone beyond. You've gone beyond retard mode. You're
Do that. I don't know, but I started this channel by myself. I don't need any help with anybody anyway. But I understand what you're saying, Steve. You know, even though you're saying it in a backwards way, I get what you're saying. You know, you say everything in opposite. It's kind of obvious now, ain't it?
I never want to see you again.
And I know you're talking about this guy has the world script in his hand, and I've come across him on YouTube, but it's extremely obvious that it's not really a secret anymore. That this guy has the world script in his hand, and I've come across him on YouTube, but coming into YouTube by myself with no prior experience of being on social media except for MySpace, and I was only on there for like a couple months, and I was like, screw this. So I wasn't even, and I'm sure you've heard this story by all the other false prophets, that they never planned on going on YouTube and saying anything, but I'm just telling you the truth.
the Mafia Grunt Clown. He fulfilled prophecy today. Alright.
We're precious stones. We're precious stones because we understand, we have the knowledge and the wisdom to see and hear. That's why I know who Robin is. Robin is from the house of Ham. That's why he's got a curse on him. He has a chance to repent. All the lies that he's spoken about me, the things that he's telling you, he's going to account. There's going to be a day of reckoning for all that. I just have to sit back and wait for it. And I have to tolerate it while it's going on, but, which is very, very difficult, which is why I get to...
All the way back in August 19, 2019.
In the last days, I get to mock him. I'm going to get to mock him in the last days.
For a while. That's what I've been thinking. 177 right there. But 177 in its simple form equals Robin Henry Tees right there. George Walker Bush, Mark of the Beast, A Meaning of Numbers, Benjamin Netanyahu.
And a numbered beast of Abaddon identified. Mark of the Beast, Amalekite, and Canaanite.
Nice.
Antichrist.
See, he just admitted who he is right there.
Okay. Barack Obama's death camps.
That's how he...
Oh, wow, look at that. I didn't see that. I am the Antichrist matches my name, too. How unusual.
does it.
Blood guilty image. All right. Stop denying it, Pontius Pilate. The adders.
So would that be Herod talking to Pontius Pilate?
Playmate, noted hypocrite.
Or high priest that year.
Scarlet Woman. That old serpent. Hillary Diane Rodham. Right there. I think he's part of something much bigger than what people realize. That's what I think. But that's just my opinion. I think he's part of...
I think you were right, even back then.
Something much bigger than what people realize. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. So you can either take it for what it is, or you can, go ahead and believe that this felon here has good intentions. I already know he's a liar.
So he's telling you back then, whoever was understanding the code, that after 2 years of searching me out, I have good intentions.
He's lying about my life. He doesn't know anything about my life. He doesn't know about me. And they've tried to defamate my character so bad now that...
No, it's been defecated.
I have no choice but to fight against them. But to defend my honor and to fight against this injustice and this scumbag here. Okay, because that's what I think.
Sorry, Rob.
I think he's just a scumbag.
It's getting harder and harder for him to call me names. It is. I can tell in his voice.
Married, but he says he's married and he has a full-time job as a carpenter. But married, but he says he's married and he has a full-time job as a carpenter. But
everything that the Christ did, I'll do too, and I'll sit and wait because.
Also, I'm telling you, Adam Ben-David, who would be the Messiah? Who would be the Messiah?
These words back on August 20th, or even before that.
Messiah would be the man. The man. Robin Henry mocks the truth.
After that, if they haven't accepted what I'm telling them and understand it, help me perfect it, and realized it, and the Jews don't see it, if the Jews keep going on the way they're going on and they put some prince over there, some fake-ass prince in place, well, destruction will come.
The windows of heaven are open. It's a short period of time.
They have a small window of opportunity. I don't have anything to worry about. I'm not afraid.
They have a small window of opportunity, and it's at 17th JFK.
When you see it, the windows of heaven are open. It's a short period of time.
I don't die. I'm eternal.
See that
See?
right there? Where it says 10-10 wins? See that? Let me show you something.
I wonder what he won. He still didn't say what he won.
Well, it could have been a 3-year thing, Robin. It could have been waiting for a 10-10 of 2022.
See that right there?
On that day, right there.
James Robert Dishon and Teresa Wade Blanton is Stephen James Dishon, the root of David. See that 72-72? That's 77-22. 10-10 wins. That's because I know who I am. And so do they.
That's because I know.
That's because I know who I am.
The script. That's because I know the script, and there's my microphone right there.
And so do they.
So does Robin.
Equals Robin Henry Tees right there.
All right, we'll say
George
it
Walker Bush
at the end.
Mark of the Beast, A Meaning of Numbers, Benjamin Netanyahu. I am the Antichrist. I am the Antichrist.
There you go.
I am the Antichrist.
I know, Steve. I heard you.
We're sealed in Christ Jesus because we understand the mystery. We see it.
Yeah, it's called Opposite Day.